The story of Crazy Joe was torn from yesterday's headlines, and it's as terrifying as tomorrow's.
Good morning. Welcome to the Dog Days of Podcasting for 2025, Tuesday, August 26th. Doing this one on the go, trying something a little different. But we're doing, for those of you just joining us, it's a podcast today for the entire month of August. And we're almost at the end. So today is Tuesday. I'm actually recording this on my break from work. Just taking a little walk. Hopefully the sound quality and everything comes out okay. I don't know. We'll find out. Trying something just a little different today. But this has been a weird summer. It's been a hard summer. It has not been the finest summer. I had a major injury. I was in a cast for most of July. I think a lot of you know that. And as a result, from June 24th until August 4th, I was unable to drive because I was in a cast. And unable to drive, I couldn't really go anywhere unless somebody was willing to pick me up, drive me, whether Christine could drive me. You're always on other people's schedules. And also you're kind of limited in where you can go because the cast couldn't get wet. So obviously I was taking a shower every day, but there was this big contraption I had to put on my arm to cover the cast, keep it dry. So taking a shower was a production. It was something you really didn't want to have to do more than once a day. So I would do it at the end of the day before bed, and that was it. And that kind of cut out going out in public in the middle of July when it's 90-degree weather, because you think, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to take a walk, I'm going to do whatever, and I'm going to be sweating profusely. I'm going to come back in, I'm going to be filthy dirty, I'm going to need a shower. And as I just pointed out, taking a shower was a huge production. It wasn't something you wanted to do more than once a day. So as a result, July kind of went by in a blur, and I didn't do much, didn't get out much. Went out to the movies a couple times. That's about it. Went to the movies a lot less than I normally do. That was my July. Then August rolled around, and I realized summer's almost over, and I haven't been anywhere. I haven't done anything. I haven't seen anything. I've been stuck in my house. So I tend to hoard vacation days because, with two kids, you never know when a kid's going to get sick, when there's going to be an emergency, when I'm going to have to suddenly take off from work. But the problem is, at a certain point, vacation days, if you haven't used them, you're going to lose them. And mine expire on August 7th. Not August 7th, October 7th. So, seeing as we're on the precipice of September, I've now reached that point in time where I need to start burning up vacation days or I'm going to lose them. So yesterday, I decided, okay, this is the day. I'm going to go out. I'll take a day off. I'll take Monday off. And I will go to the Jersey Shore, walk the boardwalk. Something I haven't done all summer. And I'll tell you, I'm glad I did it. But it also was the most exercise I've had in over a month. Because like I said, I was very, very immobile during most of July. I wasn't going anywhere. So it felt good to get out walking. I was exhausted by the end of the day. We also, my friend Dave Perillo went with me. We stopped at, in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. They just opened a new Roy Rogers restaurant. And that was very exciting because Roy Rogers, used to be a major chain of restaurants in this area. But now they kind of only exist at highway rest stops. Food at a highway rest stop, even if you like the place, it's never quite the same. it's a little compromised. They have smaller menus sometimes. Like you'll go to Burger King, they won't have all the Burger King things. They'll have, they'll have the Whopper, they'll have some of the key items, but there'll be a couple things missing off the menu because it's more streamlined. They're trying to get people in and out on their road trip. And for about 20 years or so, if you wanted to go to Roy Rogers, a highway rest stop was the only way you were going to do it, at least in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. I think I heard in Maryland there were still freestanding restaurants. So this brand new Roy Rogers restaurant that opened up in Cherry Hill was kind of a big deal. It's been drawing a lot of people. It's been getting a lot of attention because people have a lot of nostalgia for Roy Rogers restaurants. We haven't seen one in so long. So we stopped there on the way to the shore. We ate at Roy Rogers. It was quite nice. I actually, one of my first jobs in high school was working at Roy Rogers. So I really appreciated being in a Roy's again. So yesterday was a pretty good day for the most part. But, it's never perfect because I go off and do this thing, but the kids are getting ready to go back to school and they're getting a little crazy and just a lot of stress. A lot of stress. You can't really relax. And the funny thing is, Dragon Con is coming up this week. I'm not going, but it's this week. It's Thursday. And I usually go. My first Dragon Con was 2016. And I've gone almost every year since, with a couple of exceptions. I missed 2018. I missed 2023. And everybody missed 2020. Aside from the virtual stuff. 2020 didn't really happen. But other than 2018 and 2023, I have been at every physical in-person Dragon Con. So it's something that I usually do. I do it more than I don't do it. But I'm not doing it this year. And I looked at the calendar and realized it's this week. And I'm sad I'm not going to be there. But also the way life's been this year, I can't imagine being there. Which is weird. It's like, I look at the calendar and I'm like, how could I even consider being there the way this year has been in terms of everything going on in life? I don't know. It's just wild. Hopefully things turn around and we're on a smoother playing field next year, because I would like to go back next year if possible. I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that I'm probably not going to get back to Dragon Con until 2027 at the earliest. I've resigned myself to that. But that's what I'm thinking. Nothing's impossible. I could be there next year. I'd like to be there next year. And I would like things to not be quite as stressful as they are now. With the kids, if we can just straighten out some of the rough areas we're having, it would be nice. But we'll see. Time will tell. Nothing really major to talk about today. Just I guess you would call this a life update. By the way, Paul Mackey, I mentioned the other day he had a trivia question that I wanted to chime in on. Couldn't remember what the trivia question was. Then he gave the answers, and it triggered my memory. It was about the song Red Right Hand by Nick Cave. I was going to point out, but Paul already did it. I was going to point out that song was featured in 5 out of 6 Scream movies. The only Scream movie that song was not featured in was Scream 4. And a lot of fans took issue with that and said that it should have been there. So I was going to point that out, but Paul did point that out in his answer video. So yes, what do you call it? Red Right Hand, a staple of the Scream franchise, featured in every one except Scream 4. I bet you anything it'll be in Scream 7, which is coming out in 2026. I would be shocked if it wasn't. Chris A. Moody. Yes, we are listening, Chris. We are all listening. And Mark Kilfoyle, just to... oh, man, I can't retain a thought. I had something to say to you, too. I can't remember what it is now. But, oh, and Nutty, glad to hear you're back. Jay Langjans, it was good to hear you chime in again. So I hope everyone's doing well. And, until next time, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas
with the plastic feet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Tell everyone you meet.
Keep wearing those pajamas
With the back door flap.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Don't open it, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander Adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now we're having fun.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now the song is done.